Yo, what is going on, fans and coaches of the ASL? My name is Hutcho322 here, and I will be bringing you guys the ASL Season 6 YouTube Team announcement. So I will be bringing this video because we do have some new segments on the channel this season. We have a little bit of a change schedule, and we have, I believe, 2 new members to the team. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and be talking about each segment, when it is, what weeks it is going to be uploaded, and who's going to be running everything. So you can see just an outline of the YouTube team there. And let's go ahead and get into the first segment. So on every Tuesday of weeks 1 through 10, we will have transactions hosted by Susie and myself. We'll just be going over each transaction that happened in the week. We'll talk about how it helps their team, maybe it's bad for their team, and yeah, just pretty much giving you guys the information of what happened in terms of transactions and how the teams are changed. If it's a really small transaction video, we might do a little something at the end just to like lengthen the video to give you guys more content. But yeah, this will be coming every Tuesday that there are transactions. If a transaction was not made in a given week, you won't see a transactions video. But yeah, that will take place on every Tuesday, weeks 1 through 10. Next segment, we have weekly recap, which will be uploaded every Wednesday. And the host, as always, I've been the host since season 2, ever since the YouTube team was created. So it's my 5th season being the host. And yeah, we got the weekly recap every Wednesday. It will go even throughout playoffs. It is the only series that actually goes throughout playoffs. And it's a pretty self-explanatory series. I'm going to be recapping the week. I will have a replay up so you guys can watch the replay of each game. And I will have the stats along with like the team stats. It'll show records. It'll show how the game went. Coach names, team names, what their current record is, the stats of the Mons, like the stat line of the game. So it's just a really, really big informational video of how the previous week went. Like if you're not able to watch the replays live, if you're in the server. And yeah, you can watch the replays down below. They'll be in the description, but this will be every Wednesday. Again, even throughout playoffs, weekly recap will be going on. And then into the third segment, I know it's a lot of Susie and myself, but that's our job in the first half of the week. We really upload all the videos in the first half of the week, and then everyone else does the other half of the week. So on Thursday we have playoff implications, and pretty much this just replaces transactions. Like they overlap on week 10 just because we didn't want to start playoff implications so late, because week 10 is really the first week where you can start mapping out the playoffs. So well, you can map it out like decently. Like you can start at like week 6 if like someone's 6-0 or something, but it's at week 10 you can look at more than just like 1 or 2 teams. So yeah, it pretty much just takes over transactions. So it's like it's one whole segment we just go throughout the entirety of the year. It'll be up weeks 10, 11, 12, and 13 on Thursday, and we will just be talking about how every team has been doing this season. You will get a nice little schedule thing of who they play in weeks 10, 11, 12, and 13, along with their record. We'll talk about how likely it is for each team to make it. We'll go over clinch scenarios, like how they have to clinch the playoffs, whether they have to win like 3 games or 2 games, or this person has to lose, this person has to win. Whatever it may be, we'll go ahead and talk about that. We'll talk about anyone who's clinched, anyone who's been eliminated. So it just gives you guys an update on how the playoffs are going, because there are clinch scenarios that aren't explained on the doc. Like, of course, there's like games back and stuff, but this will just give an indication of how each team is going to be able to make playoffs in the given season. And then moving on to Friday, we have Top Plays, which will be hosted by Gran this season. It was hosted by Milan last season, but Gran will be moving from Power Rankings over to Top Plays. And as you can see here, I have on the screen an image of one of the top plays of last season. It was, bless you, clicking very MZ. So throughout the week, or throughout the season, I should say, because this is every Friday, weeks 1 through 13, so the regular season, Gran will be uploading top plays. And he will be deciding throughout all 7 replays which are the best and most flashy plays, whether it was the most flashy play, whether it was the most well thought out play of the week, something that led to a victory, something that was very important towards the outcome of the game, something like that. I might do a thing on the ASL whatchamacallit, the ASL server where you guys, the viewers, can suggest plays. Gran does not have to pick from that. He ultimately makes the decision, but I might start a poll so you guys can suggest stuff just in case he's stuck on a couple things and can't really think of anything. Like if it was a very slow week in terms of flashy plays, you guys can suggest something that he might have missed, and we'll help each other out, provide better content, and yeah. So that'll be top plays hosted by Gran every Friday. And then moving into Saturday, we have Power Rankings, which will be hosted by EN and Milan. It is every Saturday, weeks 1 through 13. A lot of series are like that, so this will be uploaded every Saturday, like I said. And Power Rankings, it's there's no reason to change it. The image still says Matt. This is from like season 4, so it's literally just an example. But anyways, yeah, this has never changed. Power Rankings has never changed, and I don't think it ever will, just because it's such a solid segment. And yeah, if you guys don't know what a Power Rankings is, EN and Milan will rank each team 1 through 14 based on their own opinion on how they've played the season, whether it be how they played this previous week, what their odds of making playoffs are, and yeah, it's just their opinions, and so that's why it's going to differ a little bit. They might have disagreements, but that's fine. It's just a nice little informational video, and one of the best, in my opinion, out of any YouTube, because it quite literally ranks everyone, and Power Rankings is usually a favorite, so that'll be every Saturday. And then moving into Sunday, we have a new segment that I'm going to be trying. It's called the FA Showcase. So it's a little bit similar like Waiver Wire, if you've ever watched YouTube, the GBA YouTube. It's a little bit different though. So you can see we have the FA Showcase themes, and I'm probably going to take a little bit more time to explain this just because I really need to. So it'll be every Sunday, weeks 1 through 13, hosted by Malone and Cameron Blazeit. If you guys have not seen him around on the server, he is, along with Milan, the new addition to the YouTube team. So we will have the FA Showcase, and to give a brief description of what that is, Malone and Cam will be playing each other every single week, and they will have to choose Mons out of the Mon. They will have to choose from the Mons that were undrafted or not picked up yet by a team. Like, for example, Latios was undrafted, so if Latios fits one of these themes, either of them could use Latios on a team that they build. Now you see there's different themes, and they have to abide to this. So one from each tier. You get one tier 1, one tier 2, one tier 3, one tier 4, etc. Red Pokemon, they have to be the color red. Shinies do count, so if something is a red shiny, set example, Gyarados, you can use that. Monotype, you have to just, each mon on your team has to have a similar typing. And green Pokemon, again, shinies do count, so you could run Scizor. One from each tier, again, it's the same, generations 1 through 4, so they have to be from Gen 1, 2, 3, or 4. You got week 7, tier 1, 2 tier 1s, 2 tier 2s, 2 tier 3s. Blue Pokemon, they gotta be blue. What are some shinies? Bisharp's on a team, but anyways, just an example. Choice Mons, every Mon that you bring has to have a choice item. Week 10 is kind of like week 7, just in the back half with lower tier Mons. Generations 5 through 7, yellow Pokemon, so again, shinies count. And then the last week is week 13, which is Hack Mons. So if you guys don't know what Hack Mons are, you can bring any Mon. They could have any ability that you want. They could have any IV spread. They could have any move that you want. They can hold any item. It's absolutely absurd. Mega Pokemon can hold other items other than Mega Stones because they can come as Megas. It's an absolutely fun way to play the game. But yeah, so what will happen is both of these two members of the YouTube team will they will pick out of the free agency based on what the theme is, and they will send the 6 mons that they have chosen to build with to the other person, and they will counter team each other based on the 6 mons that they have chosen. And once they send teams to one another, they cannot change it. So if someone has a bad matchup, like the more than likely that'll happen in monotype, like if someone picked dragon and someone picked fairy, then if you are the one with dragon, you cannot swap, and you'll just have to try and play around it. So yeah, I feel like this will be a really good way to show off all the mons that are in free agency, along with giving a really fun and laid back aspect to this. At the end of week 13, we will see who has won more games. There's no chance for it to be a tie because there is an odd number of weeks, which is also really nice. So we will see who comes out on top in the free agent showcase. And yeah, it should be a really nice series, and I hope it really works out for the season. But that is the last whatchamacallit series we have, and let's move into the full schedule. So this just shows you when everything is going to be uploaded. So you can see that nothing is happening on Monday throughout the entire season, just because you know, some games are played on Sunday night, which makes it really rough to try and get the Monday video up the next day. It's just a little bit difficult, so we just give, like, set example, Susie and I, who upload on Tuesday, it gives us a day where we can upload and still get it, or we can record on Monday and get it up on Tuesday. So yeah, you can see transactions weeks 1 through 10, weekly recap is every week, playoff implications 10 through 13, top plays 1 through 13, power rankings 1 through 13, FA showcase 1 through 13. So if you want to keep looking at this, you can go ahead and pause the video right there. But yeah, that is going to be the YouTube team. We got a great set of people on the team this season. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. We have the same amount of, I think we have the same amount of projects because we are taking away Pick'em Crew, sadly. It's just when we got the reviews back, just people did not seem to enjoy Pick'em Crew as much as we probably would have liked. So Pick'em Crew is still available on the server. You can still fill out Pick'em Crew. It's just it won't be a segment on the YouTube channel. So yeah, that is going to be the video, guys. Thank you guys all for watching, and get hyped for this season. It's going to be great. And in a couple hours, maybe a couple minutes, I don't actually know, sometime today you guys will get your post-draft rankings. I know you guys have been pestering me about this, but I recorded it last night. I just wanted to get this out first. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.